What is up, guys? We are here today to check out a new battery-powered pump for our inflatable dinghy for our boat. So check it out. Our inflatable dinghy is this West Marine roll-up PRU3 model. And what we've been doing so far is just hand inflating it on the back of the boat here. So what we're going to try is this new pump that was sent to us to hopefully make this job a lot easier when we're inflating the boat. So let me show you what I got. So here we have, it's the OutdoorMaster Shark3 electric air pump. It is battery powered. So you recharge it, and then it's a portable unit that you could use wherever you need it without any cords attached. Let me show you what's in the box. Inside the box we have an instruction manual. The hose comes with all sorts of adapters for different types of either inflatable boats or stand-up paddle boards or just regular floaty floats for your pool. It comes with a couple different cords for charging and powering the unit. This here is a regular DC plug. And we also have this little USB charger. And surprisingly, this little cord here, the USB charger, is what is used to fast charge this pump. So it's surprisingly faster than using this actual plug. So, but this can be used to slow charge the unit, the battery inside of it, and you could also power it in low power mode using that cord if the battery is not charged. So here is the unit itself, the Shark3. Comes with a really nifty handle here, carry it. It's compact size, you can see the size of my hand with it. It has a digital readout here, it tells you all the functions, all the function buttons right here. It has rubber feet on the bottom so it doesn't vibrate around. Here's the front. You have an inflation and a deflation port. So we're going to use that deflation port also. We're going to see how fast it takes to blow up that boat and then also deflate it. And we'll see how many times you could do that with the battery power we have. And then underneath this rubber cover here are the ports for the charging. Okay, we're going to power this on with a long press of the power button. I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up because it's flashing, but the LEDs do not flash like that. So the pump comes on for a short few seconds, and it shows you some information here on the screen. These lights around the edges here, that actually gives you the battery level charge. So we are fully charged. The unit has several settings depending on what you want to inflate. You could also preset it at the different levels. So the first board there is a stand-up paddleboard, SUP. You could set that for whatever pressure you like, from 0 to 20 psi. The second setting is for inflatable kites, or windsurfing, I guess, but most people don't have those. They have different type of floats, but you could set it to whatever pressure setting. So that's pretty much a preset number 1, a preset number 2. And then the third setting is for a mat, so an inflatable mat, and that is a setting that is just strictly timer based. So you set how long you want it to pump up whatever device that you want to inflate. So we're going to go to the stand-up paddleboard setting, and you can see it's set to 3 psi. You could raise and lower that. So minus 3.6 psi. I usually don't like inflating it that high because I don't need that much pressure. Plus you leave some room for expansion in the sun. So I'm going to keep it at 3 for now. And when I hit the power button, it'll start inflating. So let's hook up the hoses and we'll see how it works. So right now our boat is inflated. So I want to deflate it first. And this actually helps you deflate it by sucking all the air out of the tubes and being able to fold up your boat or inflatable in a lot smaller compact package once all the air is out of it. So first we're going to deflate. So we'll attach the hose to this side, And what I'm going to do is I'll time how long it takes to deflate it, and then also time how long it takes to inflate it. We just have to pick whatever connector we need, which will likely be one of these right here, twist lock. And there's different connectors. They have different thickness gaskets here. They suggest starting with the thickest, and if that doesn't fit, you could go to a shorter. There's a smaller, a thinner gasket, because you want a good seal. So let's hook this up. Nice and easy. It's got twist end. Just tighten that up there, snug. And on this side, all the pieces are still connected. Don't know if I could use it like that. Now we'll have to take off the one we need, I think. I'll try this one here. Well, maybe we could use it just like that. All right, we'll start by deflating the tubes first. See how long that takes. We'll deflate this one first, and then we'll do the second one over here. Let's see how this fits, or we gotta just connect that. Oh, it seems like it's a tight, really tight fit. Okay, I had to swap out to put the smallest gasket on there. And as soon as you screw this in, it's going to start losing air. So let's do that. Okay, so as soon as you connect that hose, the air starts coming out of the tube. You can see it already starting to get deflated. So let's turn it on. Start it hitting the power button. All right, you can see it. All the air has been sucked out of it, so now it should be really nice and easy to roll this up into a smaller, compact package. It even sucked in the nose cones, or tail cones, or what do you want to call it. Okay, so let's now reverse the connector here, and we're going to blow it up. So the deflation took less than 3 minutes for both sides, and that's me swapping the hoses over also. So not too bad. And what I noticed, when you turn it off, the fan is still blowing. It must be cooling off the motor. So, all right, now we're going to, it's hard to see with the sun, but I'm going to set this to the sup mode, 3 psi, and power. And there it is, starting to inflate. So it's pretty neat. As it's inflating, it actually tells you the pressure. Currently at 0.7 psi, and I got it set to stop at 3 psi. And it's nearly complete blowing up this side already. All right, there we go. We're at 3 psi. You heard the pump got a lot louder. The second pump, the high pressure pump, kicked on, and it got us up to the 3 psi, nice and quick. So that one side took how long? I think it was only like 2 minutes. So the other side should take about the same. So let's swap this hose over and blow up this other side. All right, we are inflated, 3 psi on both sides, and that took less than 3 minutes. And this is firmer than I ever got it using the hand pump. And that's not even all the way. It's rated for 3.6. So great job with the pump. It is still showing. Yeah, it's hard to tell with the sun, but the power bars for the battery all around here, they're all still lit. So we haven't even gone down 25% of the battery power. And that's one full deflation and inflation cycle on this big boat. All right, so here we are in the shade. Hopefully you could see that a little bit better. But all the power bars are still there. So we have plenty of power. I mean, I'm guessing I could deflate and inflate that boat at least 5 times, if not more, with the pump without recharging it. This is a stand-up paddleboard. Uses a lot less air. They do take a little more pressure than the boat. Needs to get up to 15 psi, which I am sure I never got it, the pressure that high. So I'm always nervous about putting so much pressure in these things. I don't want them to pop. So I'm going to set it to 12 psi. I don't blow the thing up. And it shouldn't take very long at all to deflate or inflate. So here we are with the pump again. We are set up on the deflation side. Has the same type of valve as the inflatable boat. So it starts deflating as soon as you twist that on there because there's a pin. All right, we are connected. Turn the power on. Goes into startup mode and hit power, and it should be, there we go. Start the timer. All right, we're pretty much deflated. You can see the thing shrinking up on itself. The pump's making a different noise now. So that is under 2 minutes for full deflation. You can see how flat it is. Now we could roll it up nice and tight if need be. So let's swap over the hose and see how long it takes to inflate. All right, here we go. We are set to 12 psi. And let's start her up. See how long she goes. So again, the pump starts off with the low pressure pump running by itself. So it's very quiet at this point. And once it gets about 1 or 2 psi, then the second pump kicks in. And that's the high pressure pump where you really get the firmness in the stand-up paddleboard. All right, it stopped. We are at 12 psi. And this is probably the, oh yeah, this thing is rock solid. Nice. We are down 1 bar on the battery. So we still have 75% battery power left. And that was with inflating and deflating. 1 high pressure stand-up paddleboard and 1 high pressure inflatable boat. So really good. Really impressed with this little pump. And you can see the size of it, what you get out of it. It's definitely worth the investment. So looking forward to using this in the future for our blow-up floats, boats, and water toys. I'll leave the link in the description and up here on the screen on where you could find this and purchase this online. So thanks to OutdoorMaster and Shark3 for sending this over for us to trial it. Definitely going to come in handy. Thanks for watching, guys.